Okay, let's talk about that moment when you step on the accelerator. Whether you are in a small hatchback or a powerful SUV, it's the moment you feel the car come alive. That push, that surge, that instant connection between you and the machine. Most people will tell you, oh, that's horsepower. But here's the truth, it's not horsepower, it's torque. Horsepower might get all the headlines, it's the flashy number on spec sheets in car ads. But torque is the unsung hero of how your car actually feels. It's the force that powers your everyday driving experience. And by the end of this video, I promise you will not only understand torque, you will respect it. Okay, so what is torque? Picture this now. You are using a wrench to tighten a bolt. If the wrench is short, you need to apply a lot of strength to turn it. But if the wrench is long, the same amount of effort gets the job done faster. That rotational force you apply, that's torque. In your car, torque is the force that turns the engine's crankshaft, and from there it travels through the transmission to the wheels, making them spin and ultimately making your car move. Now think about riding a bike uphill. The harder you push down on the pedals, the more force you generate to overcome gravity. That's torque. Without it, you'd be stuck at the bottom of the hill, no matter how fast you wanted to go. Now this is where it gets fun. Torque and horsepower are connected, but they are not the same thing. If torque is the car muscle behind a car's performance, horsepower is the speed at which that muscle works. Okay, let's break it down with a simple analogy. Imagine you are digging a hole. Torque is how hard you push the shovel into the ground. Horsepower, on the other hand, is how many shovelfuls of dirt you can move in a minute. Without torque, you can't dig at all, and without horsepower, you are just digging very slowly. The magic formula that connects the two is RPM, or revolutions per minute. Torque is multiplied by RPM divided by a constant gives you the horsepower. So the higher the RPM at which you can apply the torque, the more horsepower you can generate. This is why sports cars often have high revving engines. They might not produce a ton of torque at low RPMs, but they can generate high horsepower at high RPMs. Compare that to trucks or SUVs, which focus on producing torque at lower RPMs for towing and hauling. Okay, here's the thing now. In real world, you are not always driving at 7000 RPM to max out your horsepower. Most of the time, you are cruising at lower speeds, accelerating off the line or merging onto highways. And for all of that, torque is what you feel. Imagine you are at a stoplight and it turns green. You hit the accelerator. The immediate push you feel, that's torque. Horsepower is part of the equation, sure, but it's torque that makes your car leap forward. Electric cars are the perfect example. They feel incredibly quick even if they don't have jaw-dropping horsepower numbers. Why? Because electric motors deliver maximum torque instantly, right from 0 RPM. No revving up, no waiting, just pure unfiltered power. If you ever driven a truck or an SUV, you know they are built for strength. They are designed to pull heavy loads, climb steep hills and handle tough terrain. All of that comes down to torque. Now let's say you are towing a trailer or climbing a mountain road. Without enough torque, your vehicle would struggle. It's torque that gives the engine the strength to keep pushing, even under heavy loads or tough conditions. Diesel engines are especially famous for their torque. They produce a lot of it at low RPMs, which is why they are dominant in the trucking and off-road world. In sports cars and supercars, torque is tuned for speed and acceleration. These cars are designed to unleash their torque quickly, giving you that explosive thrilling feeling when you hit the gas. Everyday cars though balance torque for smoothness and efficiency. You don't need a rocket launch every time you merge into traffic. You just want a car that feels responsive and reliable. Torque ensures that. Trucks and SUVs meanwhile prioritize torque for utility. It's all about the strength, whether you're towing a boat or carrying a gear for an off-road adventure. Now let's talk about how electric cars are flipping the script. Unlike gas-powered cars, which need to rev up to deliver maximum torque, electric motors deliver all their torque instantly. This is why even small electric cars can feel like rockets off the line. It's also why EVs are so good at towing despite having smaller motors than traditional trucks. The torque is just there, ready to go the moment you hit the pedal. So why does this matter? Because torque is the real MVP of performance. Horsepower might get all the glory, but torque is what makes your car feel alive. It's the reason some cars feel quick and responsive while others feel sluggish, even if their horsepower numbers are similar. When you're looking at a car specs, don't just focus on horsepower. Pay attention to the torque. It will tell you more about how the car will actually perform in the real world. Whether you are merging onto highway, towing a trailer, or just enjoying a spirited drive. Talk isn't just about cars, it's about understanding how things work. It's a reminder that the flashy numbers don't always tell the full story. Sometimes it's the less obvious things, the quieter forces that matter most. So the next time someone brags about their car's horsepower, ask them about torque. Let's start giving this unsung hero the attention it deserves. If you found this video helpful or if you learned something new, share it with someone who loves cars as much as you do. And don't forget to hit subscribe for more deep dives into tech and science that power the machines we love. Let's keep exploring together.